There it is. I don't have to tell you guys what it sounds like, right?
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm getting ready to do a fluid change on my 2009 Kawasaki Vulcan 900. Then I'm going to change the fluid in it. So we're going to go through the steps of what to do. I bought a jack yesterday and I had it lifted up. I'll lift it up at the end and show you. I just am not comfortable with it. I just don't think they're wide enough to hit the bars on the frame. So, but this is the fluid I'm going to be using. It's the aluminum cool. The manual says I use 2.3 because I'm going to drain it all the way out. I'm going to drain it out and see if we can get it done. It's about almost 7 in the evening. I'm hoping it don't rain. It looks like it wants to, and I'm feeling dropped, so hopefully I can get through this pretty quickly. All right, hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I'm gonna try not to get in the way too much. First thing I have to do is take the seat off. So here's my key, but the key latch is right here. Take that out, and it latches under this. This goes right under there, and it just latches on. And next, I have to take out this piece and this piece. This is just a Phillips, and there's a screw right down here. It's just right here. If you see where the end of the tip is, I mean, it is right there. I'm gonna see if I can give you a better view of it. And so I have to take that off. And it's just mounted down in there. I'm gonna take it off. And it actually just pushes up. So I have that. And next, just have to pull it off. Because right here, these, they just snap into there. And next, I have to take this off, and I think it's a Allen wrench. I'm gonna take that off. And it's only one screw here. That was pretty easy. Don't want to lose it. This shit comes right off. Have the same thing. Okay, same thing. They push in through the rubber, and you can see it's pretty old. So I'm gonna drain that. Before I do that, I think I'm gonna try to take the tank off first and drain it. Let me get a bucket. All right, so I need to find my pans, but I need to take these off first. And I think they're 12s. Yeah, it's a 12. And this is the only thing that's holding it. And I don't know, it's just me, but I like to keep. So this one came out of here and this one came here. So I'm gonna put them down on the ground just like that, because I like for them to go back in the same way I took them out. Now I have to wiggle this tank off. So let me get my pans first and get ready. I got my pan, so I just have to pull this off. Wiggle. Okay, I don't want to take it off too much because I don't know how the wires are, but right here, I don't know if you can see it or not, is the radiator cap. It's just a normal radiator cap that I can take off. So I think that's boards I need to go. Make sure you can see what I'm doing good. I don't think you can, so here we go. Bring it a little more closer. So right here, I don't know if you can see it, but right here is the radiator cap. And I'm gonna see if I can give you a closer view of it. I don't know how good you can see it, but the radiator cap right here, it looks just like a normal radiator cap. And the way the tank sits, it's on these little dormants in here. And so I'm gonna crack this radiator tank. I'm gonna find something to prop this up with. And you have to twist it twice. Once lets the pressure off, and then the second comes up. But the bike is cold, so I don't think I'm gonna have to do that. So let me get some wood so I can prop it up. I just put a couple of boards under there, and these are just my lights. You have to redo those, and they just tape under. So I'm gonna one click here, and get no pressure because the bike is cold. So all I have to do is just do it one more time, and the cap is off. So that's just gonna help it drain faster when I loosen it up at the bottom of the drain from the drain plug. So now I have to empty that. All right, so now there's two Allen wrenches here. There's one behind this tube, you can't see it. No, one just fell off, so that wasn't on tight. Okay, I have to find it. There it is. So it's one right here, Allen wrench. And I didn't even have to unscrew it. And there's one more right here. I'm gonna take it off. Okay, I got that. Now, only thing I have to do is just drain it. Actually, it don't look that bad. Actually, this is a little dusty and dirty, but I'm looking at, I could use changing them. But it don't look too bad, actually. All right, so got that drain. I'm just gonna let it hang right here. The drain plug is right here. It's kind of parallel from the oil drain bolt. So once I get it jacked up, I'll show you what it looked like. Like I said, this unstable jack, I'm gonna try it. So and it feels really wobbly, but it's pretty sturdy once it's up there. Just going up and coming down, it feels really unstable. But right now, see, it's really stable. It's good. Then you have these little locking joints down here. You have to go past those. So I'm gonna go up at least two. And these have to be down on both sides. So once those are down, I have to, these are locking boards. I just have to stabilize it, so I have to let it down a little bit. And I'm trying to go as slow as I can. Right there. And so see, it's locked on that first bar down there. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is attempt to show it to you. All right, so right here is the oil plug. And if you just come parallel right here. All right, so I got it broke here. And I'm loosening it up, and I feel it coming. There it is. I don't have to tell you guys what it sounds like, right? What it looked like, too. And so my screw is in there somewhere. There it is. All right, so it's almost draining out pretty good. I'm gonna actually stand up and hold the motorcycle up so it could just really drain out. Let's see. I may have to let it down to do that, but then I would have to let it back up. So I think it's gonna drain pretty good. So we're just gonna give it a few minutes. All right, so it's draining pretty good. So I'm gonna let it down because I don't trust it, so I can put the plug back in it. So, and this is what I don't like about this thing. It comes down too fast for me, so I can't. This is the brake, but you can't let it up until you take the pressure off, and then you can let it up like that. Now all I have to do is I'm trying to do it, go down as slow as I can with it, and it is. Let me make sure I'm not letting it down or anything over here. One of the things I have to make sure is that kickstand is down, so when it falls down there, once it goes down, it don't fall over that way. So so here we go. So I'm just gonna go slower with it. And I really don't have a grip. And it looks like it's gonna fall, but I want to make sure it's on the kickstand, and it is. And you notice it's actually draining more, which is good. And I'm on the ground in the grass. One of the things you do, I have you saw my little doggy. I don't know where he is, but once you want to make sure, I'm gonna have to really wash that up and clean it up because it's poisonous to pets, and they like to lick everything that they see. So you want to make sure that the pets don't do that. I need to put this in the radiator hose here. All right, so it says take 2.3, so I'm gonna go ahead and start slowly putting it in there. And I do know I have to put the drain plug in. I'm just showing you that that's where it's gonna go. So let's get ready to put that plug back in. All right, so I'm just gonna hold the bike up just to make sure it drains good. Get any pockets of fluid that's stuck in there. Drain plug back in. And one of the big problems is with this screw is people tighten it too tight and strip it. So you want to make sure. I'm just going to hand tighten it, and then once I hand tighten it, then I'm going to just give it a few turns. And that's as tight as I'm going to go. I can check the leak later. All right, so I got it in there pretty snug. I didn't go. I mean, everything takes a torque wrench. I just kind of hand tightened it and just gave it about 1/4 of a turn plus. Now I'm gonna let it back down and see if I can go ahead and add the rest of the fluid. So let's do this. So I have to first let it up to get it off of the lock. That one in. I have this one in, and man, it is starting to drizzle. And so let's see if we can get this back. Okay, so that's back stable. All right, so I had to relocate. You can see the drizzles that's on the bike. And so I got it locked down there. I'm gonna put this in. I have a towel here because it could really mess your paint up. Not the best of funnels. I'm making sure it go down the hole. So I'm gonna put one full one in before I check it. And you wanna pour it slow so the air bubbles can come on up. So we put the dog in the cage in case I waste anything, because we don't want her to lick anything. All right, so we got that. It was kind of coming over, so we have a lower line and we have the upper line, so we need to fill it to that upper line to the full level. Just wipe the stuff off. Now I need to start it up and just let it go through the system and get all of the bubbles out of it. So I'm going to start it up here. I don't have much gas because I didn't want to have a lot of gas with this tank, so maybe just a little more to it. So I'm going to go ahead and start it. So I let it run until the fan kicked in. All right, so turn it off. I'm just gonna make sure I clean up any. I mean, if you look at the floor, I got just a little bit on the floor, but most of it went on the carpet. That's why I wanted to do it outside, but it started raining on me, so got it cleaned up pretty good. And I have the top back on. All right, so now I just have to get this board down and see if I can get this back on here. Get the tank back on and lift it up here and go back. Get it back on here. And I know it's not right because the screws need to be way up here. Way up here, so I need to come up with it. And it's good that I don't have a lot of gas because it's already heavy as it is, plus whatever wires are holding it. All right, so I got the tank back on. There's two little, I guess U-shaped things. You have to go, the tank has to go past them, then come back in. You know you're there when you can get them lined back up. So I got that. So I'm just gonna tighten these back down. Even, you don't have to be mad tight. Okay. All right, so I got this back on. Now I have to put these on, so you have to do it in reverse order. So I have to put this one on first. And it has one screw. You have to make sure you keep that little washer there. So I'm gonna put this back here. Should go just like that. Alright, so I got that one in. And one day I'll do a video on where all of the fuses are. Just since we're here, I can show you some of the fuses are right here. And inside of this box are other fuses that work everything on this bike. So this is your center right there. Okay, so now next step is I got to put this one back on. There it is. Got that one on, and then screw it on down. And this is all plastic, so you want to make sure you don't break any of these things by over tighten it. Okay. Great, I got all of that done. This is done, that's done, the tank is on, the radiator cap is back on. I made sure I tightened the cap good here. The only thing I have to do now is put the seat back on. So let's do that. And we're done. Actually fits right in here. A little tool kit, and then this goes here. It goes right there. Locks in there. And snaps in there. All right, last step is to go ahead and put the seat back on. These two things go here and here. That locks it down. So once I put it, the lips here, once I put that under this lip, those two rods will snap into there. And it'll be locking. You'll need the key to do it again, to open it back up. And there you have it, a long coolant change on a 2009 Kawasaki Vulcan 900. I'm glad it's going to be a while before I have to do that again. So we'll see you in the next video.